Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down step by step how to get whatever you want out of life, no matter where you're starting or where you're trying to get. So what exactly I'm going to be going over is basically universal truths on how to become the best version of yourself that you want to be, and things that I've seen every successful person I know implement. I'm also going to be going over things that I've done through the last couple of years to get to the point I am today, basically. So just a little background about me. I graduated high school about 3 years ago now. And when I graduated, I was doing pretty much everything bad you could think of under the sun. I had a job at a grocery store for about 2 years, which I quit when I graduated high school. And yeah, that summer after I graduated, I continued doing bad stuff, just making money, not doing good things, basically. And then something happened that made me have to change. And so I stopped doing all that stuff, left it behind, and got a job at UPS and really just locked in. I was working 12, 13-hour days, moving packages all day, every day. When I wasn't working, I was working out, eating, sleeping. That's really all I did. And then just stacking my money, I invested it in stocks, in crypto, stacked it up and bought an investment property about a year after I graduated high school. So it really just shows you what you can do if you put your mind to it and just stay locked in. And then, yeah, like I said, I was unloading at UPS for about a year, and then I became a supervisor and did that for about a year as well. And then an opportunity presented itself to me to sell life insurance, which at the time I was scared, but I took the leap and did it anyway because it was a 100% commission job, and it was just kind of scary leaving like a steady income and all that. But yeah, I'm glad I did it. Definitely, I learned more in 3 months of being at that job than 2 years of working at UPS. It was definitely an adjustment though, like working from home and having to make your own schedule and stuff and keep yourself accountable. So that was adjustment for me, but definitely something good to learn. And because it was remote, I did have the opportunity to go to Florida back last year to visit my dad a little bit, which I actually met somebody down here that put me on to the day trading stuff that I'm doing now. So if I never took that leap and went to the life insurance job, I wouldn't be doing the day trading. So more of the story is always take the risk, because if you never take a risk, you're going to stay average and stay the same. You need to take the chance and go for it sometimes. But yeah, that's basically just a little bit of my background. So yeah, let's jump right into the video. So yeah, let's get started. First step is you want to create some goals for yourself. So everybody has dreams of what they want to do in the future, right? But yeah, if you don't write them down, they're going to stay dreams and you're going to keep on dreaming. So write them shits down and be specific, right? Like if you want to lose weight, don't just say I want to lose weight, right? Say I want to lose this much weight in this amount of time. So you have some clear goals written down. The next step is to look at where you want to be and what you want to be doing 6 months from now, a year from now, even 5 years from now, right? Like really sit down and think about it. So yeah, once you clearly see like what you want to achieve and where you want to be in life, the next step is to envision as clear as possible what your life would look like a day to day, what you would be doing every single day if you're living your dream life. Next, what you want to do is make a schedule based on what you think that version of you would be already doing on a daily basis in the life that you want, right? And a big thing that I recommend for a lot of people and definitely helped me is I always say a strong body makes a strong mind. So it's a lot harder to build a strong mindset if you're not taking care of your body, right? So at bare minimum, working out a few times a week, and then obviously eating healthy and eating as little junk food and bad stuff for you, like fast food, sweet stuff like that as possible. You don't have to stick to like a strict diet or anything like that. Just eat good, man. Like don't be overeating, don't be under eating. Eat healthy food that make you feel good and hit the gym a couple of times a week, and I promise you that's already gonna help your mental. Yeah, and in my opinion, the reason that majority of people aren't successful with things that they do is because of consistency, right? Many people start off going strong, will do something for a week, 2 weeks, even a month, right? And then fall off or just not continue the habit. And I always say it takes about like 2 to 3 weeks to build a habit and 3 months to build a routine, right? So if you can do something steadily for 3 months, then it's going to be second nature. It's going to be like brushing your teeth. It's just going to be part of your routine that you do every day. And A very powerful thing is also called habit stacking. So if you already have like a solid habit that you do every day, like even brushing your teeth or like something simple like that, right? Is stack something onto it. So like something you want to add into your schedule or something you want to get better at. Like say if you want to read more or learn more, right? Put like read for 15 minutes after brushing your teeth, and then you'll remember after brushing your teeth to read for 15 minutes or do it before. Also, a huge thing to remember is obviously you're not going to feel good every day and like feel like you want to do the things that you're doing. And again, this is why a lot of people fall off and don't stay with stuff. Like you don't have to go hard every single day, right? All you got to do is show up. You just have to give it your best every day. Like if you're feeling like shit, like you want to give up, literally those are the days that are going to separate you from the average people. One thing that I'll say is literally the only difference between ordinary and extraordinary is the word extra. Like you literally just have to do that little bit extra every single day, and that's going to separate you from everybody else, because majority of people can't stay consistent with things like this. That's literally the key, is to stay consistent no matter what and never give up. Like there's going to be so many days in whatever you're doing that you're going to feel like giving up, like you want to quit. Those are the days you need to lock in and go even harder, because that's what's going to make you who you want to be in the end. And I promise you, when you get to the end, you're going to look back and be so glad that you pushed through on those days. And if you're not putting in no pain, like you're not going to have any gain. Like you need to put in those bad days and those long hours sometimes to achieve what you want to achieve. And one big thing that helps me too with the days, like I was just talking about, the days that you don't want to get out of bed or you don't even feel like doing the things that you know you have to do, is first of all, remember that you're not going to be the person that you want to be if you don't do these things. And then remember your why. Like you should always have a why on why you're doing something. Like, and don't just make it about yourself either. Like make it about somebody you love or somebody you care about, and even tell them, right? Like tell them your goal, tell them what you're working towards, and it's going to help hold you more accountable and less likely to slack off, because then you have somebody else kind of holding you accountable as well. So that's something I like to do, is tell people about stuff that I'm doing. So then I feel like I have to do it, right? Even on the days I don't want to. And then, yeah, I touched on this a little bit in the last video too, is you really have to reflect, right? So you can stay consistent with something every day, and you're gonna get better to a certain point, but then there's gonna come a point you're gonna hit a plateau, and this is when you need to reflect. You need to look back on what you're doing and tweak your schedule a little bit. So once you're like up and running and you're going for a little while, once you hit that 3-month mark and you really got your routine locked in, that's when you can start to tweak it and make it better. So things that you slack on, or times of the day where you're not doing as much as you want to, or you start scrolling, things in your schedule that just aren't really working. And that's a big thing too, is everybody has a schedule, right? Like everybody wakes up and has a schedule or a routine of what they're doing, just majority people's aren't good. And this is why you need to write it down, or literally put it on a Google Calendar. Good to write down your schedule, because then at least you know what you're doing, right? You know where your time is going towards, and time is one of the most valuable things in the world. What I like to do to manage my time is called time audits. So I do them about once a week. Is every hour of the day write down. So obviously, like I said, you have your schedule of what you want to do, you have your schedule for the day, write it down, and then every hour, right, write down what you actually did in that hour. And if you like held up to your schedule, then great, and if not, then you know what you need to work on, right? So just to sum up everything, if you're not where you want to be in life, it really boils down to two things. Either you haven't fully committed yourself to the way that you want to be, or you simply just haven't been doing it long enough. It's really that simple at the end of the day. If you haven't even started yet, what are you waiting for? Get started, make a schedule, start grinding, and I promise you, starting is the hardest part. Once you get up and rolling, it's gonna be, like I said, routine from there. And if you already on the path to where you want to be and things are getting hard, or you feel like giving up, just know not to, because things get worse before they get better. And if you just push through, you're gonna achieve things you never even thought were imaginable. Just gonna end the video off here by showing y'all some steak and eggs I made this week. But yeah, thank y'all for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and hope y'all enjoyed. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.